I'll just say that this is a role that can have either 2 or 1 people. So 3 people for 2 persons.
Oh, it's twice as good.
Tom.
Hi guys, for those of you who don't know, I'm Tom.
And Kath.
And we're both applying for this position. I think we're both really passionate about access. We think it's really important for the college to have the best possible applicants, regardless of their background.
Yeah, we're really keen to continue all the great access work that's been done in the past terms, but we've got a few new ideas. One of the things we'd like to do is implement a Selwyn-based shadowing scheme. So for those who don't know, QSU do a big one. And this would essentially be the same, but in Selwyn, obviously. Basically, students come up from the target areas and they follow a Selwyn student around for 3 days. And we can take them to stuff like formal lectures, really give them an insight into Cambridge life, and in doing so, dispel a lot of myths. So we've actually been in touch with the access officer at Emma, and they do a college-based one. And she was telling us a bit about how it worked. And yeah, it was so successful and so many people actually applied after it. So we think that we really hope to. I've talked to a few students and everyone seems really keen, so we think we could drum up a lot of support for it. Cost is an issue, and we know that the JCR don't actually have enough money to fund it. But we've both had experience getting funding from governing bodies in the past, and we do think it's a really worthwhile issue and something that college will definitely want to support.
Yeah, so alongside the shadowing scheme idea, something the two of us really want to push is kind of the online visibility of Selwyn College. Because I'm sure a lot of you, when you're researching where you're going to go to university, first thing you do is Google search. I think one of the main things we really want to do online is update the JCR YouTube page. We really want to make it sort of the go-to thing so people can see interviews with Selwyn students about what their subjects are like and what their accommodations are like. There's some of that up there to an extent, but we really want to kind of redesign that and make it all, cover every single subject. So yeah, YouTube videos would be a thing. We've got a lot of ideas for that. We'd also like to design an online prospectus, set up a subcommittee to organise an online prospectus.
Into-year involvement, freshers.
And again, we'd like to have an Ask a Selwyn student question box online, which could form a sort of FAQ for the college. Alongside that, we'd like an access bus in the vacation period, going to do as many school visits in the target areas as possible. We want to improve efficiency. But no, yeah, we think we'd be very committed to the role. Ultimately, we do think it's a lot of work. 2 people would be better than 1 in this job. So yeah, please vote for us.
All fantastic ideas that I would also like to follow through on. One of the reasons I think I should be elected is that I was one of the students who was kind of failed by the access schemes that were already in place when I was applying. So yes, I turned to Google. I went on the student room and got a lot of posts from people going, yeah, I invented NASA and I cured cancer and I'm getting a PhD already, but you can apply too. So that was really intimidating for me, especially as I had no peers, no friends. Even quite a lot of not even university, which I found quite difficult to push past. I remember in my school, my teacher sat me down like 2 days before the deadline application and went, you have to do the SAQ. And I'd never heard of it before. So I think that's a really important issue to raise awareness of how what it's like to apply here. And I think the way we can do that is by firstly increasing our online presence. So I went on the JCR page the other day and I thought, the access page is very kind of dry, it's quite formal and scary. I think it's a bit intimidating for people who, like me and other people who are wanting to apply, don't really know much about Cambridge. So I think what we should do is really update that and make it more friendly and more accessible, and even have links on the main Selwyn page to that, because I know a lot of people don't even know what the JCR is, even that I'm here at the moment, what it stands for. I also think that the Ask a Student page on the Cambridge University one, I think that should be extended to Selwyn specifically.
I mean, that would be a very useful resource for someone who just wants to talk to the normal and realise that, you know, we're not all massive weirdos. Well, hopefully they mitigate that a little bit. I also think that what I really want to continue the work that Louis did with the Access Committee last year, the subcommittee. I was one of the key proponents, along with Louis and other people on the team, of online resources such as the visual resources that are currently being developed and also the online prospectus that we were developing last year. So I think just continuing that work and finalising what Louis did and Tasha did and now Jess following on from that. I also think that the funding-wise, it's ridiculous. We don't have enough money to even visit the area that we're meant to be representing, Scotland. And I don't know if any of you know, but there's no Scottish students in year below, which for a college which represents Scotland is quite appalling. So I think we really need to address that. And I know there's a lot of passionate people around here and interviewers that will be interested in doing that. I also think experience-wise, I do stuff with the Scottish Access Group at Moss University and the admissions department. So I've got experience in interfacing and liaising with people like that. So yeah, vote for me, all these beautiful people here, but I can live up to the role on my own.
Okay, questions?
Access for international students, what do you think about that?
How do you
Well, I think an online presence is one of the most important things we can do, and an accessible online presence. Because, like I said earlier, I think it's too formal. It's a bit scary. It's not really. It feels like it feels like an adult has written it. It doesn't feel. I know we're all adults, but it feels like a John or something has written it and not a student. It doesn't feel that accessible. So I think that's one of the most important things we can do. And also utilising the people in our year and the interviewers who come from different countries, who come from different places, to be a representative and go back to their schools in their local areas and even their constituency in other countries. Not sure, geography. But so go to the local areas and speak and really encourage involvement and broadcast that the fact that Selwyn is such an inclusive college. I don't think anyone should be afraid to apply here. So yeah, online, because that's one of the most. With the funding we've got, that's one of the easiest ways we can do it.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with that to a large extent. I think the online thing, as you said, is something we're trying to push, and you know, obviously that can extend internationally. I know that one thing that a lot of international students end up doing is because you know they know they want to go to Cambridge University, but they don't necessarily know what college they want to go to, or you know they can't go and visit on an open day. A lot of them end up putting in open applications. So to be honest, I do think that is something that Selwyn College could actually really sort of target almost, because there are some very, very high quality candidates coming in who are getting pulled out to all sorts of different colleges, where they actually, you know, have that active online presence and say, you know, Selwyn's good because of this, we've done this in International Freshers Week, we have these people on JCR representing us. I think